Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to Quantum and Maya, J. Lakhani, Hindu Academy. So, Quantum and Maya. I am not sure about this one, how Quantum and Maya are related, so let's go and give it a shot.
Idea on the similarity between the modern quantum theory of the holographic universe and the theory of Maya in Hinduism. Now, this is right up my street.
Look, you already answered the question. You see, in the ancient days, for example, you see, there is a decision regarding what is Brahman, the underpinning of this reality is pure and pristine and perfection itself in the world we encounter. It's cancerous and jagged and painful. So if this Brahman which underpinning the world is pure and pristine and perfection itself without any blemish, how can it be projected in this cancerous manner? This is the issue. And it's been a serious issue that troubling the Vedantic philosophers for thousands of years, nothing new. Now, the best solution, if you like, resolution came from Adi Shankara. Must give him full tribute. He was a really intellectual giant, and that revived Hinduism. So Adi Shankara, used the term Maya. Maya means, you see, in his times, the word he used was Maya was used as an illusion. This world that you see is not for real, illusion. This Jagat Asatya, but Brahman is Satya. That's the kind of idea that he came up with. And he said, he used an example, how can he convey this idea to general human, average human being? He's used the issue of, for example, he said in the darkness, you might mistake a piece of rope as a snake and get frightened by it. The world is like it frightens you, but in reality, if you see through it, it's just an appearance. So you should get over this fear. So this is how he expressed the idea of Maya. Now it would have suited perhaps 1,000 years ago, but now, the modern scientists won't, thinkers, logicians will not accept this language. They say, no, use better light to make sure the rope is a rope and not a snake. Don't get away with all this thing. You can get over your illusion. So they will not like this. They are not very comfortable with this example. But then you see, this is the beauty. Modern science and the most physical of physical science is physics. At the heart of physics sits this wonderful phenomena discovered in the 1920s called quantum. And in fact, my specialty is quantum theory under the top guy in UK called Saroja Penrose. So I come from the right pedigree about talking about quantum. So the idea of quantum becomes central in physics. Without it, you can't do anything. Your DNA will collapse, your world will collapse, your electron will jump into the proton and disappear. It's only the quantum, that allows this, electron to continue to circulate the proton, etc. Otherwise, the whole thing collapses. The universe collapses. So quantum is, without it, you can't have anything. The whole world will collapse. The DNA will collapse. So quantum is central phenomena. Now this quantum requires to be addressed. Now the three fathers of quantum physics are Erwin Schrödinger, Werner Heisenberg, and Niels Bohr. These are the fathers, three fathers. Quantum is a weird child, three fathers. Now these people were pulling their hair out because what they discovered in quantum is something dramatic. What quantum is telling physicists today, and it's not gone away since 1920s, 100 years nearly, is that the world that you are so sure about, this empirical world that you are so fixated on, say everything must be empirical, you must have empirical evidence, click to pebble, see, you can hear it, it's real empirical. And all this airy-fairy nonsense about spirit, etc., keep it away. So they were actually, they are not comfortable. So the three fathers were struggling because they discovered that the empirical world we are so sure about is not so real at all. It's an appearance. These are the words they use. It's appearance. Underpinning this empirical we are so sure about, this physical world we encounter, is something non-material. That's the only language they use. Non-material. It's not matter. Guaranteed not to be matter. And this is frightful scenario because the whole physics is based on physicality, matter. Everything explained in terms of matter and its properties. Electron has got charge and mass and so on. And suddenly that has disappeared. It just fizzled out. It's not matter. This is called the quantum phenomena. And they say, but how do you explain that the underpinning is not material, but it appears as material? How do you explain it? This is a central problem of quantum physics today. It's not gone away.
I'm wondering, he's talking about, what is it? Like how majority of space is empty space. Like literally nothing in it. Then between atoms or within the atom itself, the space between the nucleus and the electron is empty space. Most of an atom is empty space. I wonder if that's what they're saying, is the fact that what we would think is solid objects around us is not really solid. It's actually, majority of it is empty space, but somehow we're seeing it as a solid object. I mean, that's kind of funny though. It's like, yeah, that wall there, It's empty space. You can run right through it. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. It's true, I guess. I've heard that the majority of the space of an atom is empty space, and the things that create the universe are atoms, I believe. Unless it's changed. I mean, I'm not sure. I haven't kept up with science in a long while, but and walls are made of atoms, so therefore, technically, the wall is mostly empty space. It's just really weird. I guess there's another thing too that I've heard, like atoms. We don't actually touch. Atoms don't actually touch each other. There's a repellent, not like a spray repellent, but like magnetism. Like they won't allow two atoms will not touch each other. But I'm guessing like if you squeeze and rub, it creates heat, friction. But it thinks so. Then I mean, maybe thinks like, well, officer, like I swear I didn't punch him. Technically speaking, I didn't punch him. If you look at science says atoms don't ever touch each other, so therefore, technically, I did not touch the man. Why is he on the floor with a black eye? Because I swung in a direction and he moved along with it. But yeah, I wonder if that's what he's trying to explain, is the fact that that atoms is majority empty space, but yet there are solid objects.
How do you explain this disjoint? And the wonderful thing and by the way, Erwin Schrödinger, one of the fathers of quantum physics, says the only way we can address the issue of quantum is through Eastern metaphysics. And he was talking about me, of course. So this is if you like, Eastern metaphysics hold the key of how to explain the quantum phenomena in physics. And when I do talks on this at, say, Physics Society, some of the top universities, they say, Mr. Lakhani, for the first time, quantum is beginning to make sense to us. And I say, sure, of course, you come to me. I'm Eastern metaphysics. We got the answer. So there's a tremendous link between the idea of quantum and Maya.
I'm kind of curious about the quantum now. I guess I want to learn a little bit about it. I'm curious, what is it about? What's the prevalent idea behind it? I remember in college, in a computing class, or maybe not a computing class, maybe I heard it on YouTube about how there's a thing there is quantum computation, but it's slow, relatively speaking, at the moment, because the things that we compute right now are linear computation, where quantum computation is much slower because it takes a different route or something. That's the last I heard, and it's only one time I've heard it, so I don't know how true that is. But I wouldn't doubt it to be true. Maybe there is such thing, quantum computation, maybe becomes the new thing, but right now it's very slow and inefficient. And linear computation is well, at the moment, I guess the best. So I'm wondering if that will also affect, in terms of, I guess, whatever this quantum may be. I haven't really touched upon it. It's very curious. I am very curious about it. And I'll probably on my own free time look at a few quantum videos to see how far it's come. This is what is it, roughly 2020, whenever I guess Lakhani here is talking about this. So just to see how far has quantum come, and is there anything that came out of the quantum studies and stuff, to see what it produced in the material world, to see what good use can we achieve from it. Anyways, this is my reaction to quantum and Maya. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.